Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon bringing you guys a twin flame karmic relationship reading. So this is going to be a reading for those of you that either have a divine feminine or a divine masculine that is involved in a karmic relationship currently. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the dynamics of that relationship, just kind of where things currently are, what things need to be cleared, the lessons between these people, and the potential future, as well as a few things between you and them, okay? So let's go ahead and take a look. So I'm going to be using the Rohrig Tarot for this. And we're going to be taking a look. So what I'm going to probably do this from, I usually say divine masculine and his karmic partnership, which probably most of my viewers are in that kind of situation. So if you are a divine like a divine masculine watching this and your divine feminine is in a karmic relationship, just go ahead and switch the energies. Just what's the word I'm looking for? Just go ahead and tailor it to your own situation, okay? It's just that when I'm channeling, it's really hard for me to try to watch my P's and Q's as, oh, I can't say this or I can't say that. So I would just rather do it from my normal perspective. So I'm going to say your divine masculine. Where is your divine masculine currently at in this karmic relationship? Where is your divine masculine at in this karmic relationship? I'm actually just going to shuffle them like this. Oh, I had a card fly out over here. Where he is at currently in this karmic relationship, we have the Ten of Discs. The Ten of Discs is the Ten of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles to me is a card. So if this is your divine masculine in this current karmic partnership, this is an indication that he is probably feeling either quite content or he is feeling quite comfortable in this situation, as in he is comfortable in the home that they share. This is not going to apply to every single divine masculine out there that's in a karmic relationship. A few of these messages may resonate with you. Some of them may not. So please take the ones that resonate and get rid of the rest, okay? This doesn't have to apply to every single thing. But yes, the Ten of Discs is for people that are really just feeling quite comfortable. They're feeling pretty stable within their environment. They might feel pretty happy in their home. They might feel content, like they just don't really feel like leaving at this particular time. They might be unhappy that the partner that they've chosen, they might know that it's not really right for them, but they're not really looking to lose what they have built up, okay? Some of them may have a real issue with leaving their property behind or losing out on some kind of money is what I'm getting here, okay? Or some of them just may really feel like, hey, you know what? I hit the jackpot. I feel really good right now. I feel like I'm on track financially. I feel like this person and myself, we came together, we pulled our resources together, and we're doing quite well. I mean, not every karmic relationship is going to have be negative every single time. So we also have the Wheel of Fortune. So what I'm getting here, it's like this, your divine masculine may really be doing well at this present time. And some of you might not want to hear that, but they may be just financially doing really well, as in they are finally just, things are rolling out for them very well. Because the Wheel of Fortune, especially when it's in its upright position, means that it's an upswing in luck. It's an upswing of, if things were going pretty rocky or were challenging before, things are starting to look up again. Okay, so that could be it. How are they towards this karmic partner? What are their thoughts or their energies towards this karmic partner? Queen of Swords. Okay, so they view her as the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords could be an air sign female, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, but it doesn't have to be, okay? But they view this person as being somebody who is a very much of an authoritative type of a figure. This is somebody who probably is very voicey, or I guess boisterous with the divine masculine, somebody who is not afraid to speak their opinion. This could be somebody who is really also very sharp and quick-witted, somebody who is maybe they're a little intense as well. Maybe they're argumentative, and maybe this is somebody who is very defensive, as in anything that you want to do with your divine masculine, that's not going to happen with this Queen of Swords. This Queen of Swords is somebody who is not going to play, not necessarily nice, but she is going to only allow you in so much or not at all. I mean, she's pretty logical, or she's not going to be this emotional person. Like, she's not going to be your friend. Certainly not. she's too smart for that. Like, she's not going to be your friend. She sees things for how they really are. This is also showcasing this person as they have this mask on, as in they also don't reveal everything that they're feeling. They're a little bit hard when it comes to their emotions. And so they're just a lot more logical, that sort of thing. So anyways, I just see that this person they're seeing them as somebody who is very strong, somebody who's very almost protective. Might also be somebody who's manipulative, something like that as well, because of the mask. So yeah, that's just their energies. Is there anything else, any other energies towards this person for the Divine Masculine? Okay, so we do have the Ten of Wands that came up here in its reverse position. Okay, so what I'm also getting to is that they might feel a little overburdened or just kind of oppressed in this situation with this particular person. When it's in its reverse position, it's not as bad to me, because it just means that they're starting to kind of get past maybe things that were troublesome before. They could be working through certain issues if they've had certain cycles or certain things that have happened. They might be coming out of that cycle. They might be trying to kind of reach a conclusion to where they are having some sort of relief now from their problems or stress or whatever it was. So I'm just seeing that the way that they're viewing things right now is somewhat of a, we're on track, we're moving forward, things are starting to lift, things are not so burdensome, because the Wheel of Fortune is here to say things are on an upswing, we're doing much better now. The Ten of Wands to me is also that, like, we're completing cycles, we're moving forward in some kind of a direction. So it's forward movement to me is what I'm seeing here. So why don't we go ahead and see if there's anything that is blocking them at this present time. Okay, so we have the Five of Pentacles here, which is a card where somebody feels alone. Okay, so what I'm getting here, especially for the Divine Masculine, is this, your Divine Masculine could really feel, even though we have the Ten of Pentacles there, that's like, I feel pretty good. And then we have the tens, the two tens, like a completion. I'm feeling really good moving forward. I'm also getting this card that deep down inside, they might feel alone. They might not want to be alone, actually. So the Five of Pentacles is an energy that comes through that's like, we're afraid that we're going to be left out in the cold. We're afraid we're going to lose our resources or our finances in some way. And so they're not willing to do that, is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that they're feeling quite content with their finances. They're feeling quite content in their home or what they've built up so far. Or if it's connected to this person, it's like they're feeling quite content as a team. So what I'm seeing for some of them is that they're not willing to step away from that at this time. That's blocking them. So it might be blocking them from coming into a relationship with you because they're holding on to this relationship possibly for the wrong reasons. It could be that. What else? And we have another five. Five of Wands this time, challenging times. Somebody's putting up this shield. This could be a block for the Divine Feminine watching this. So there could be literally the shield that your Divine Masculine is putting up against you at this particular time. It could be because he's in survival mode. You know, it could just be because he is really looking at, he's concentrating on other things. He's concentrating on other goals at this present time. And so we have the Four of Swords energy, which is a card of retreat and rest. So this could be feeling like a blockage, as in this person has pulled away from you or you're not hearing from them. Now it's because there's something going on. They're concentrating on something else. I'm really seeing that more of their focus at this time isn't necessarily on the actual relationship as far as a connection, as far as any kind of love or, you know, romance. I'm actually seeing that it's more in terms of survival and in terms of money and moving forward and goals and luck and just different things like that. So I just see that's where their focus is at currently, and that's just where things are at. So where are they at currently with their Divine Feminine? Okay, so this is where they're at with this with this karmic partner, which they're focused on some survival. They're focused on moving forward. They're focused on their surroundings. They don't want to part ways with it. They don't want to go through the challenges of possibly being alone. They have retreated from you, maybe. They're not really talking to you. They're not really coming forward. They're kind of hanging back, hanging low. Could be due to the Queen of Swords, because she is standing in the way and saying, hell no, you're not going to talk to your ex. That could be it. But whatever it is, they're just kind of moving forward. They're moving along. Where is your Divine Masculine at with you at this current time? With the Hanged Man, that's where he's at. That makes complete sense to me. So especially when we have the Just Breathe card, when I said that we have somebody who's pulling back, somebody who's kind of taking a time out, and then we have the Hanged Man, this is somebody who is suspended in time. This is somebody who is either making a sacrifice or somebody who is just kind of like, I don't know what I'm going to do just yet, so I'm going to kind of hang out here until I figure it out. That's really the energy that's coming through here. So again, like I said, the things that are blocking this person is, you know, they're either creating space with you, and they are taking this time to kind of figure things out, to kind of recalculate what they're going to do, what their next move is, if they even want to do anything different down the road. You know, you'll see. Knight of Coins, man, this is slow energy. So for some of you that were hoping for maybe a quick change or some quick movement to, you know, remedy this situation, it might not happen as quickly as you would like it to, because the Knight of Coins is the Knight of Pentacles. It's very slow moving energy. These people go through things very methodically, very carefully. They take their time. They are very, like I said, methodical when it comes to their moves. They don't just do things carelessly. They really take the time to think about it, okay? And we have the Two of Coins. This is about balancing things. When I see this card, especially when we're talking about karmic relationships, they're juggling you and they're juggling somebody else. And so I'm actually seeing that, like, this is the energy that they have you in right now, as in they are suspended in time, so they're not 100% fully available to you. They're very slow at what they're doing. They might be telling you that they want to do things, but you're just like, I'm not seeing it. That's the reason why, because they're really taking their time here. And we can see why they're taking their time. They're quite comfortable. They're figuring some things out. They are experiencing some kind of fulfillment when it comes to their home or their job or whatever. They just don't want to shake things up yet. They don't want to shake things up. So what they're going to do, they're going to shake you up instead. Sorry to say. They're going to shake you up and shake this other person up rather than shake their own shit up. Can you believe that? Yeah. So I almost get irritated when I see this kind of behavior, because it's just like, really? Really? You're going to choose to go about it this way? Yeah. That's what they're doing. So let's go ahead and take a look at, okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at the, what the Divine Masculine right now, like when he is thinking of his Divine Feminine, what does that look like? What does that look like? Let's give us some kind of indication as to, okay, fine. So he's comfortable, or he's dragging his feet. Great. How does he really feel though towards us? Is he really thinking about us? Does he really mean it when he tells me he loves me and that he wants to leave this person and be with me? Does he really mean it? Let's see. Let's see what this looks like. Okay. So I guess he's not that bad, okay? Because we have this card here, which is somebody who, okay, I want you guys to take a close look at this card. We do have somebody who is nurturing the dove. This person knows that the dove is special. This person actually knows that the dove is like magical, or not the word magical, that they're innocent, that they're pure. They know this. There's a special light emanating from this dove because it is sacred. What I am getting here from this particular person is they may not be coming forward. I mean, yes, they're juggling. Yes, they're dragging their feet. They're not making these decisions that they should make. But they also, the way they really do feel about their Divine Feminine is they do feel for her, or they do respect her as much as they possibly can in their own way, is what I'm getting here, okay? Not to maybe somebody's standards in the outside world, but maybe in their own mind, in their own heart, in their own world, it makes sense to them. As in, there is a special feeling that they have for their Divine Feminine. They don't want to hurt their Divine Feminine, okay? They are hurting their Divine Feminine, but they don't mean to hurt their Divine Feminine. They're just doing the best that they can do, is what I'm getting. So as much as I wanted to slap this person upside the head and say, you know, whatever, you know, I just got to read the cards as I see them, okay? Yeah, he's just trying to fit the pieces together here, okay? So he's he is as scattered as probably the divine feminine, but in different ways. He just shows it in different ways. So again, we may be seeing him living it up, having a great time, not doing anything. But what I'm also seeing is that he knows that his divine feminine is waiting for him. He knows it's a matter of time. He is trying to pull all of the pieces together in order to figure out how we're going to get to the next step. He is currently putting the puzzles or the pieces of the puzzle together. Okay. So what needs to be surrendered? What does this couple need to surrender at this specific time? What needs to be surrendered? What does this karmic partner need to let go of? What does she need to, or this karmic partner, what does she need to surrender at this time? She needs to surrender to complete healing. Okay, this is open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. What I'm getting here is that this karmic partner specifically that we're speaking of, there could be something within her that needs healing, okay? So this is an energy here. Well, this is a message actually for some of you watching this, is that they're not dealing with the full deck of cards, okay? They're flawed just like you, just like me, just like your divine masculine. They have issues too. They have things that have hurt them. They have things that make them angry as well. They need healing as well. So if you're experiencing problems with this Queen of Swords, if you're experiencing this person attacking you or stalking you or all these stories that I actually hear, really I do, this is because this person is not healed themselves. They're not whole themselves, okay? So everybody is doing the best that they can do at this possible time. So it is an indication, and I know I've said this before in my prior videos, when you send healing, loving light to your divine masculine, you might want to try to send it to this person as well, because this person also is incomplete at this present time. And if this person isn't healed, they may want to hold on to your divine masculine more or for a longer period of time than is necessary, which might make that your divine masculine just that much more, it might be that much harder for him to disconnect from this person. So it's really about sending complete healing to the entire situation with everybody involved, okay? What does your divine masculine need to surrender? He needs to surrender his fear, period. We already saw it in this card here. We know that he has fear. He might have fear of being alone, or he might have fear of losing something on a material, in the material sense. So he's got to surrender his fear in the situation. Let go of the fearful stories you are telling yourself. Stay in the moment. Focus on solutions and celebrate every baby step forward. So some of them are just so surrounded by fear of, oh my God, if I did that, oh my gosh, I can't even imagine what my kids would think. I can't imagine what this person would do. I can't imagine if, let's just say, things don't work out with you and I. I mean, these are the stories that he's probably telling himself. People are going to hate me. People are going to think I'm a total, whatever. So he needs to surrender his fear when it comes to what he is telling himself about what other people will think about him, or how people will react to what he wants to truly do, or just the fear of being alone, or whatever it is. But he needs to surrender his fear. That's what he needs to surrender. So what does the person that's watching this video, what do they need to surrender? They need to surrender their frustration towards this entire situation. I mean, you have every right to be frustrated. Don't get me wrong here, okay? But frustration doesn't open any doors. It says the key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath, center yourself, and regroup so you may approach the situation more calmly, okay? So for some of you, you may be in direct contact with this Queen of Swords. This Queen of Swords may be directly affecting your life. And so you are frustrated. You are pissed. This person may be in your face. This person may be driving by your house, okay? And it doesn't mean that, you're naturally going to feel some sort of frustration, of course. But this is telling you that that frustration and anger isn't really going to get you anywhere. It's actually not going to offer any healing to the situation. It's not going to make your divine masculine less fearful. It's not going to make you feel any less frustrated, okay? So they're telling you to surrender your feelings of frustration towards this person or your divine masculine or this situation as a whole, or within yourself even, okay? Because this energy is not going to get you anywhere. They're telling you to take the time to get centered, to get more calm before proceeding forward. That's what they're telling you to do. So I'm hoping that that makes sense to some of you guys out there. So why don't we go ahead and take a look now at the future energies of this karmic connection. What does the future look like for this, for the divine masculine and his karmic partner? Okay, so we have the Three of Cups here. What I'm getting here is for the divine masculine, he may continue to be in the relationship with you and them. Okay, since we are talking about, you know, third-party situations, that's kind of how I tend to read the Three of Cups when it comes up this way. The Six of Wands, though, is a card of victory, as in positive movement forward. We have issues, but people, you know, kind of go through the issues and make it through. So this is, remember, this is their future. But we do have the Ten of Swords energy that comes up that says, you know what? Maybe they're cruising along and things are going well, but then we have the Ten of Swords. There is something that needs to cycle out, that needs to end. This is the end of a situation to me. That's what that's showcasing to us. There's this end of some kind of either suffering, end of this third-party situation, as in maybe it's the end of the situation that he is dealing with you or with this person. I'm not sure. So I need 2 cards. So I want to go to 5 to give us some further clarification on that. With the Four of Cups energy here, Four of Cups is somebody who is rejecting somebody, but that card is in its reverse position, which tells me that somebody is now accepting something. And we have the Judgment card coming up in its reverse position, which is karma, lesson learned, making some sort of a decision, a just decision. So what I'm getting from this is that there may still be, like, this needs to end, okay? There is this indication of ending, but this, your divine masculine, may have a very difficult time ending this, doing the right thing, okay? So as far as, you know, as far as rejecting someone when they might want to, they might keep them in their, life, okay? So it's not bad news as this isn't going to end, but there is this possibility for some of them that it is a little bit of a delay. They know they need to end it. They know it's not right for them, but they might kind of hang out and linger around a little bit with this, because the Judgment to me is that the karma or the lesson hasn't been learned just yet when it comes up in its reverse position. And then I see this as in, we're not rejecting someone. We're actually, okay, we'll keep going. And it really should end here, but this might be that it doesn't. This could also be an indication that they are still dabbling with you and with them. So it's like, even though we're making some progress, it's going to be rocky. Eventually, there may be some sort of victory, but there's definitely some rocks ahead. There's some rocky times ahead. So I'm kind of seeing more of this energy of there's not a clear-cut solution ahead, but it looks to me like things are going to at least be moving forward, not necessarily staying stagnant. As in, if you guys are in a stagnant period right now with your divine masculine, that could possibly change, okay? But as far as the solution, there may still not be a clear-cut solution. At least just not just yet. But these energies, remember, are just the energies of today. This could change tomorrow. Now let's go ahead and see the future energies between you and your divine masculine. Okay, so we have the Six of Wands coming up a second time. I want you guys to see this. They also had the Six of Wands. To me, this is an indication that the two of you are on the same path, okay? So that's a connection right there. They may be on this road towards this victory with you, as in you guys combine your energies together, or you guys are simultaneously on the same road, still connected with the karmic partner. Do you get what I'm saying? So I didn't really see a separation with those two. We do have the Six of Cups, which means that you guys, there's either a reconnection with you and you guys continue to move forward. But again, I don't know about his connection with this other person. I didn't see an absolute cutoff disconnect. Could happen, but you might still be dealing with that other energy for a little bit of time. We have the Queen of Coins. To me, the Queen of Coins is the divine feminine. That's the like the Empress energy to me. And we also have the Magician, which is great, which means that people have a fresh new start because it's a 1 to me. So it's like an ace. It's a fresh new start. But people now have the tools. They have tools now that they can use to their advantage in a situation to have victory. So this is good. People have like learned lessons. And we also have the Hierophant. So to me, this is a card where we are really trying to do the right thing. We're really trying to think in terms of what the right thing is to do, what the right thing is for us moving forward. So to me, that's actually a good thing. But when the Hierophant is around, sometimes we feel guilty. We feel guilty. So we try to do things because we don't want to hurt anybody. So I got to give you my honest opinion, people who are watching this. I'm not saying that that your Divine Masculine isn't going to leave this person. But with the 3 of Cups there to me, as in the future, and this Karma card, which is unresolved, and this I'm not rejecting somebody, but we have the Victory card for both you and this karmic partner. So we're kind of like moving forward on the same track all together. And then I see this 10 of Swords, which means something should end, but we don't end it. And why don't we end it? Because we might feel guilty. We might feel obligated. This really could embody Divine Masculines that have children or are actually married or have some kind of property or something where there is something, no, not property, children or religion or something that keeps people, that they feel like they don't want to do the wrong thing. They don't want to look bad. They don't want to feel the guilt. They don't want to deal with, you know, the children being upset, things like that. So they stay in this convention. It's like a conventional marriage. It's a loveless marriage that you just stay together just to make it work. Maybe even for the finances as well. That could be that too. So I'm just feeling a little bit more of this energy where this Divine Masculine isn't making a clear-cut decision. He's still lingering with both parties. And I just think that for some of you, that's why that 6 of Cups is there, because you guys either have some kind of a reconnection, and then we have the Queen of Coins to prove it, as in that's you, the Divine Feminines, and you guys might have a fresh new start, as in a fresh new perspective. You guys start to pick up those tools and you maybe use them in a different way. Maybe you really think this time, and maybe this is what takes you guys into this energy. You guys are on the same track. Okay, fine. They're with them. They're with you, whatever the situation is. Okay. But maybe you guys have new tools. Maybe you guys have a new approach to this. Maybe you guys have some new tools in your shed to where you're going to pull them out and go, you know what? Now we know what to do. Now we know what we're going to do with this, okay? Let's give it another go. Let's give it another try. I feel much more stable now, whatever the situation is. I know that we can get through this. I know that we can get through this together. Some of you may just make do like a recommitment, as in I want to really work together to try to, you know, focus on moving forward in a positive direction. I believe in us, whatever it is. Your situation, I know you love me, even though you're still married with the kids, or you're staying just for the kids. We're waiting until the kids are older, whatever the situation is. Okay. I'm just throwing out a lot of scenarios out there that I hear. And this is just trying to get through it together is what I'm seeing. Some of them may end it, some of them might not, but some of you may be okay with that. Some of you may not. So it's really up to the way that you guys resonate with those messages. So that's what I'm seeing here for the future energies. So we're going to go ahead now and take a look at the angel, what is it called? Angel answers. Okay. Is this Divine Masculine going to end this karmic relationship that he is currently in within the next 6 months? And if we don't get a card that is definite for that, then give us some sort of indication of when that may be. Okay, so we have romance and forgiveness. So this isn't really giving us any kind of indication or an answer to that question. So what I do when I get this kind of an answer, when I'm asking for a specific answer, so we're getting romance, as in there's still romance within this situation, regardless whether he leaves it or not. Some of you may still have this romantic connection, but we also have the forgiveness, as in there's still forgiveness that needs to be worked on within you, yourself, that karmic partner, them, whatever it is. These are still things that are ongoing, okay? So we're going to draw to 5 unless I get a specific answer. It says a year from now. So we're going to stop there because that is a timeline. So I said in the next 6 months, this says a year from now. Now, that's just the energies of right now. So that does not mean that for some of you watching going, oh my God, my divine masculine is supposed to leave this karmic partner next month. Now you're telling me this is a year from now? Again, these messages are not going to be for everybody, okay? They're really not. They're not going to be for everybody. This is a general reading, of course. I may not even be tapped into your situation. So really just take this message if you feel it in your heart, okay? So I don't want this to deter some of you from like that dream that you and your divine masculine are talking about right now, that you guys are he's supposed to leave his girlfriend or his wife or whatever the situation is in 6 months. That now I'm telling you it's going to be a year from now. Not necessarily so, but this is for some of you that are really looking for maybe some kind of a timeline or some kind of a guide right now where you're just really confused. Is he ever going to leave her? It could be a year from now is what we're getting here. So anyways, I'm hoping that you guys, got something from that reading to take away, something positive, possibly something challenging, whatever. I mean, I think with these karmic relationships, you're going to get a little bit of both. It's just to be expected. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. All right, bye.